Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Sol here, and today is Friday, December 2nd, and we have Hammerman Imitation Bases on the archipelago. I already went ahead and took them out, and I took them out with Warriors. I thought that I started using Warriors, I think, a couple days ago, and got hooked with them and started using them again a lot. So I decided to go ahead and take them out, take all the bases out with Warriors. I have some, one really amazing takedown in stage number 6. That bay has 660,000 HP points of health, and I managed to take it down with my Warriors. I had a fail in operation in stage number 5, where I mistook the timer of one smoke with the actual smoke on the HQ. So I almost had a fail there just because of my sheer stupidity. And then on number 6, I did end up attacking it, taking down the HQ up to 700 HP of points left, but I didn't manage to take him out. So then on the second one, I just took him out with a barrage and then smoky critters. So let's take a look. I did have one masterpiece of damage boosted, and my masterpieces of Power Stone Chance and Resource Reward boosted, because I'm gonna credit hunt to see if I can start another upgrade. So stage 1, let's take a look. I only landed one boat, and I'm gonna land here on the left side of the base. Just do a quick smoke there as soon as my troops approach that first base, and then just engage the HQ right away. I don't think I drew. I think, I'm not sure if I shocked or if I threw critters now. I want to say I shocked. No, so I just threw critters there. One boat. They're gonna take it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 smashes. That HQ went down. I think he had somewhere in the neighborhood of 38,000 maybe. Yeah, so I think I want to say about 38,000 HP points. So stage 1, not that bad. I mean, everybody should be able to get this one. Let's take a look at stage 2. I did kind of the same thing. Those mines were level 8, so I could just target that flamethrower and just go right through the mines. That was just like tickles to them. Engage the core. So I just spent 3 smokes. Oh, and I have 92 GBE, just so in case you're asking. And I think I'm gonna throw critters again, or maybe shocked, because they're cannons. I didn't want to end up losing them, so I ended up throwing critters to distract the cannons, and then just a chalk on the bottom. And boom, HQ went down with just one boat of Warriors. Let's take a look at stage 3. Ended up losing 1 warrior, deployed 2 boats of them. No, actually, I deployed 24, so 3. Ended up deploying 3 boats. And here I went for a full swarm attack of the warriors. So you're gonna see me smoking here on the corner. And I skipped a few because I knew the flamethrowers were not gonna be able to kill me, the rocket launchers either. So just saving some smoke. Just so that then I can go to the top. And from here, my mission, or what I wanted to do, was release the Wrath of the Warriors around those cannons and just destroy them all. So a cannon cannot take down a warrior single shot if it's full health. However, a boom cannon can. So that's why I ended up losing 1 warrior there. But by the time my warriors finished eating that boom cannon, they turned around, hit the HQ a couple times, and that HQ just went down like crazy. Alright, so that was stage 3. Let's take a look at stage 4. Again, 3 boats, ended up losing two warriors. And it was mainly because I forgot about checking the boom mines, and there was a boom mine right there in that corner. And that took the 2 warriors out. You're gonna see that I ended up losing. I'm pretty diligent on checking on those before I attacked, because my base is a booby trap. It's a booby trap base, and I always hide stuff behind sniper towers, behind boom cannons, and So I know what to expect. And in this one, because I guess I was just a little bit overconfident, ended up costing me 2 warriors, but no big deal. So you see, no shocks, just critters to distract the cannons around it, and that HQ went down in 3 hammers. So pretty easy takedown. And besides that, they had these guys. Just I don't know what's up with the green statues. Like green statues everywhere. I never had a green statue when I was low level. I don't understand why people put them in. Well, here we go. I dropped 40 warriors this time. In this case, I think what I ended up doing was deploying 4 and then a boat that was not completely full. So this is where I had the fail. I mean, this HQ was super easy to take down. I shouldn't have lost any troops at all. 2 artillery to clear some of the mines there, and then just flare to the corner by that dock, and then smoke them in, and that's pretty much it. However, when why is it not starting? Here we go. However, you're gonna see here. So I smoked there, and then I smoked to the cannon, right? I was surprised that this grappler didn't fire and took one out. All right, so here's where things went wrong. My intention was to, from here, just flare directly to the HQ and not smoke the HQ. However, it's just being used to it. You're gonna see me throwing the flare to the HQ and then throwing a smoke. But then I threw, because I wanted to distract stuff, I threw the distracting, the shocks, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a fail. However, I had just enough warriors to make it so that even if this shock launcher even if that shock launcher were to shock, let me put this on normal speed, it would shock essentially the first few troops. And the remaining set of troops were able to power through, destroying the HQ, even though they had lost, half of my force. So the plan was solid. The execution was piss poor. Piss poor. So yeah, don't do as I say, no as I did. All right, so that was stage 5. Let's take a look at stage 6. And this is the HQ that I was telling you guys. This is the HQ that had 660,000 HP points. I smashed through the shield like there was no tomorrow. So the plan is barrage those mines out because they're clustered out and they're going to do more damage to my troops instead of the ones that are moving. Take out with 1 artillery shot that shock mine, and then take an extra mine. It really didn't matter which one. I decided to take this one out because I was gonna park around that shock blaster to heal my troops after they went through the mines. Now my troops have 1,759 HP points. So in theory, they can walk through 6 mines and still have enough that I can heal them and then attack the HQ. And you're gonna see me doing just a one smoke landing. One smoke landing right in front of the boom cannon. I place the first smoke, land my troops so that they go straight to that boom cannon, and then at the very, very last second, then I flare to the shock blaster. You see, everybody made it to the smoke. I ended up losing 2 warriors there. Not a big deal. So now you see me. I heal my troops a little bit, and now here's the plan. I'm gonna flare. Actually, I still have time. All right, now I made it to the HQ. Everybody's safe. So here's the plan. I am gonna send critters, and I'm gonna send critters and shock this shock blaster right there, just before the smoke expires. That's gonna mean that both shock launchers are gonna fire their shocks here, giving me an extra 5 seconds after I shock them. So I'm gonna shock them, and after they come out of stasis, because they had just fired, I'm gonna have an extra 5 seconds before they are able to fire their shock launcher again. or they're shocked again. So here we go. Let's take a look at execution. I'm gonna do it in slow motion. You see, when the smoke clock reaches about the 11 o'clock position, I'm gonna send the critters, and I should be doing it now. Then the shock launcher. So you see now that both of them fire the shocks, and now I shock them. You see, that guarantees me. So essentially, the cannons, the boom cannons are on the HQ, the rocket launchers are on the HQ, the shock launcher are on the HQ. Everyone fire at those critters that were there. Now I shock those rocket launchers and that shock launcher. That means that I'm going to have the full 10 seconds of the shock. You know, when the smoke expire, my guys are going to be pounding. Plus, I'm going to have, 2 to 4 seconds after the shock expires, where the shock are going to be able to fire again because they were reloading at that time. So I think that's the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at the 10-second mark, you see, so 10-second mark, the shocks expire, and let's see when they're going to be able to fire again. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So they fire at the 13-second mark. So that bought me an extra 3 seconds after the shock expired, and I was able to smash down to these HQ, having minimal casualties. Essentially, I was pretty proud of this, guys. This was pretty good. This guy had 1 nice, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eye statues, and then the other ones were offensive. So this one was pretty good. Not to kick my own butt, but I did it. All right, so now let's take a look at stage 7. I tried doing the same thing. The layout was a little bit different. However, I ended up losing some troops, and that essentially cost me not being able to take them down on the first one. So here's the plan. There are less mines on this side. So I'm going to land my troops on this corner, make my way to the sniper tower, make my way to that gold storage, and then across. And I'm going to destroy this flamethrower and that mine out with GBE, 2 artillery, and that's about it. All the rest is going to go towards getting there and shocking stuff. So let's take a look. All right, so warriors deployed. Lost 1 warrior there to the boom cannon. Unfortunate, because at that point I needed all my guys, but I didn't have enough GB. Just 92 was enough for all the stuff you see here. Make it to the gold storage, and you see that one is off center, and it's off center on purpose, because that's gonna allow me to then not have to place a smoke in between this guy where I'm at right now and the HQ. And here's the problem. That smoke was off center, leaving the warriors on the south, on the 6 o'clock corner, exposed. So let's see how many I ended up losing. 1, 2, 3. So those were 5 warriors that I lost there. That was pretty huge. But in any case, we have to power through. So the same sort of thing. You're gonna see critters down here on this corner. All right, that's gonna distract the shock launchers and some of the rocket launchers and the boom cannons to fire. So allowing me extra time when I actually shocked stuff around. Oh, that was unfortunate. The shock launchers did not fire. I did not notice that. So there we go. That should be the 9th strike. 11, 12, 13, 14. At this point, I'm half, half of my troops are gone. This flamethrower did put a dent on this flamethrower here on the 5 o'clock corner did end up putting a huge lump or a huge pounding on my warrior. So I lost a lot more. I still have some GBE for 10 GBE for an artillery barrage, so I threw it out. And that HQ was left with only 70,105 HP points left. So I knew I could barrage it out, and that's what I ended up doing. I then went ahead and I'm gonna show you this quickly. I sent 2 barrages out. That got me some extra GBE. Then I sent 2 barrages to the upper corner, to destroy it on the lower corner. That destroyed the boom cannon, and then the other 2 are gonna destroy the flamethrower. And knowing that the amount of HP was very little, then I decided to use Smoky Critter attack to keep on the team of the warriors. So 3 boxes of critters, I reckon, should be enough for that. And it ended up being enough. I have enough for 2 shocks. And you're going to see I'm going to shock again the shock launcher and shock blaster. And then let the critters smash down whatever is left. And down the HQ1, guys. That was Hammerman's Imitation Game for December 2nd. Using warriors with 1 masterpiece of damage boosted. Pretty good. I'm liking that the difficulty on this. The bases that I'm seeing on stage 6 and on stage 7 are pretty similar to the bases I'm seeing on my own archipelago. At 933 victory points. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I really like attacking. I really like the offensive play. So Imitation Game, keep it up. Keep finding those really, really hard bases because they should not be easy at all. I like the idea of having. I'm sort of split or torn with the idea of having damage permanent, because that means that you can pretty much take up any base. But I can see how a lower level player is going to struggle at the previous level, so they're not going to be able, with a limited amount of attacks with 10, they're not going to be able to beat a base or all the stages if they fail, more than a couple times in the previous stages. In any case, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope it helps you. I hope it inspires you to take out the warriors if you haven't used them in a while. And if you have them, just use them. Those guys are really, really good. And you can see, you can pound through 8 shields. People say that warriors are crappy, that, once the shields came out, they nerfed their. Yes, they did have a nerf, but you can still, if you use some strategy, as you saw here, you can still power through bases with a lot of shields. In the amount of times where your shocks are in. So again, I'm gonna say bye. Please hit that Please hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button that just appeared in the middle of the screen, and check out the videos that are on the left and the right. You may be very interested in them. In any case, solid checking out. Take care.